It's time for Steve and Riks POTcast.
Hey, fuckers.
Rock me, Rick. Rock me, buddy. Rock me like it's August.
What'd you do over the weekend? Anything fun?
I didn't do anything much, did you? Other than mowing lawns.
Cut grass.
And everything breaking down on you other than that.
Fuck, what a horrible week.
What do you do when you own all that shit and it all breaks down?
Pay to get it fixed or replaced.
Well, what if you don't have the money to pay to get it fixed or replace it?
Well, then you better find an
You
alternative.
better find an old rich rock star to help you out.
Ted's Rennick comes in handy.
Yeah, Ted will help you out.
Yeah. Summer is winding down, man. I blinked and we're almost done.
I don't think about it. I enjoy each day. You
Yeah.
know, I don't look back and I don't look too far ahead. I just enjoy each day. Take each day and enjoy it. Because if you worry about, oh, God, it's almost over, then you get depressed and you drink.
Yeah. Smoke pot.
Smoke pot. Try to drown yourself in a pool that's only 5 feet deep. It's hard to do. I've tried.
Well, it's getting back up in the 90s next week, so.
Yeah, it's a nice little respite. I actually didn't even mind it. July was brutal.
It was.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Even you had a heat stroke. I mean.
And it's killing the grass.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That was much. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
My water temperature was like 94. And I have a heater on there, which obviously I didn't need that.
Right.
But it's kicking on again now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right on. Tell me about your first set of drums that you received.
Okay. I was 8 years old. I remember sitting on my front porch and I was banging on this like old banjo cover, which had like a mylar head. And I just had sticks from a tree and I would be playing this thing, and my next door neighbor had a set of drums and he would walk by me every day and I'd be playing stuff like Wipeout, if you remember what Wipeout was.
Yeah.
And he could tell that I could play. And then one day he invited me up to his bedroom where his drums were, and he just started showing me a couple of real simple beats. And I hopped on the drums and I played them immediately. And he was kind of surprised by that. Then he showed me a couple rolls and I played them immediately. And he was blown away by how quickly I picked it up.
Yeah.
So he started giving me lessons just because he liked how quickly I was picking it up. And we did that for probably several months. And he's the one that unfortunately was killed in a car crash.
Oh.
By his own brother, and my cousin was in the car with him. So it was a bad crash, and he held on for a week and he passed. And his mother called my mother probably about 6-8 months later and said, would you please come and get these drums out of my house? It's too hard for me to look at them. Would Steve want them? And I was like, are you kidding me? 8 years old with my own set of real Ludwig drums, you know?
Yeah.
Actually, they were Leedy. They're so old, they're pre-Ludwig.
Okay.
And I got those drums and just loved them and played them, and I got good. I got pretty good really quick, to the point where my dad would hear me playing up in the bedroom, and drunks would walk by, like going to the Redmond or going to the Legion. They go, "Kid sounds good, bring him over." So my dad would pack up my drums and take me to the Moose, put a dollar in the jukebox, and I would play drums to all these songs. And then he would go around and take up a collection. And I could make like $20 when you're 8 years old, you know. $20 is
wow.
That's like $100 nowadays.
Damn right.
If not more. So I did that for a long time until I finally got heard by a guitar player. Because I would just serenade the neighborhood whether they liked it or not. And I wanted everybody to hear me. And I wanted to hear people to hear how good I was, because my feet could barely hit the pedals. But yeah, but those drums are a great memory. Sam Stillwell has them now. I asked Sam.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they sat in my basement for, I don't know, 8 years, and I couldn't play them because I was into the new age of recording, so I had to get new electronic drums so I could just plug them right in and only use one track for drums instead of 16.
Okay.
So I had to retire the old blue Leedies, and Sam was interested in them. I thought, if I'm going to get rid of them, I want to keep them with somebody I know is going to take care of them and respect them and love them the way I did. So,
wow.
yeah.
You've been making money out playing since you've been 8 years old.
8 years old.
Wow.
My first band, I was 13 when we played, and we played every week. We played sock hops, we played teen towns, we We played anything we can get. Pool parties. We played private parties. Anything, everything.
You were singing and drumming at that time, too,
Yeah.
right?
I owned the PA, so it was my band. I'm the lead singer, I owned the PA. Shut the fuck up. I had it all.
What was the name of that first band?
Ah, God. For some reason, it was before Mental Case, and it was something off of a Zildjian symbol, like a Vetus or something stupid like
Okay.
that. That's all I can remember.
I just came across one of your mom's old scrapbooks you had gave me, and she has one of the pages with a bunch of business cards, and I assume they're all the bands you were in because Mental Case and a couple others that you had mentioned.
Was Threshold in there?
Yes.
Threshold.
Yep.
That was after Mental Case. Then came Major Striker.
Yes.
And then came Nova. And that's when I came to Hagerstown.
Okay, so there was one that has the business card with 4 guys' names listed, but your name wasn't on there. So I was curious about that one.
Did you remember the names?
No, I'd have to send it to you.
Yeah, no, I don't know either.
I can't remember, but she put it in with all the rest of your stuff, so I knew there was an association of sorts. Very cool stuff. Your childhood sounds pretty badass from all the stories you've been saying.
It was. I mean, I had a rough upbringing with my father. My father was a flaming alcoholic and an abusive alcoholic, but it wasn't every day. You know,
Right.
It's like when you say that, like you put a blanket over. Oh, he was awful his whole life.
Right.
No, wasn't our whole life. But when he had his flare-ups, it was rough. But other than that, I lived in this beautiful little town of Piedmont, West Virginia, Norman Rockwell-like.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a great life. You asked me last week, am I afraid to die? I'm like, you know, I've done everything I've wanted to do in life. I lived my passion in music. I was able to do that for over 50 years. I met the love of my life, who I've been married to for 42 years. 2 beautiful, healthy children that I have. I've made my own little oasis around here, so I've lived a great life. So if it's gone tomorrow, I can't look back with any regret and go, fuck, I wasn't ready to go yet.
Yeah.
So when you ask me that question, I'm being honest. No, I don't care. I've done it all.
See, I'm the opposite. You know, I kind of feel like I've built that same. My house is my oasis, the love of my life, but I don't want it to end ever. I want to freeze time right now.
I'm a lot older than you too. I've been through a lot more than you have.
Yeah.
So the experience and the age, you weaken with age. The older you get, the less you fear the other side. I know I'm way on the other side of you know, at 69 I'll be in August.
See, I look back and remember my father died at 57, and he was an old man. I'm almost that age now. I could never imagine my father on stage doing jumps and slides and splits and dropping to the knees. He was an old man. Mm-hmm. So you're defying that age.
Well, I'm not the only one. Look at how many. Look at how many rockers are still out there doing. We just saw a legend, you know.
Yeah.
Rod. Mick's still doing it to the highest level.
Yeah.
Aerosmith, I know, is going to get back together. Steven seems to be putting it back together again.
Mm-hmm.
McCartney's coming back out. It's like,
is he?
Yeah, he's coming back out.
That is the best news I've heard. I didn't see anything about it. But
you haven't seen him yet, have you?
Yeah, we saw him a couple years ago at the Baltimore.
Okay.
But I want to see him again.
Yeah. It's if you got $1,200.
Well, we got good seats. I think they were $550, and we were 12 rows back each.
Yeah.
And I bought 4 of them. Yeah, it was up there.
Yeah, but that's an experience of a lifetime.
You can't catch it all in one show. You know, that's something like a real good movie you can watch over and over and over again. Yep. Absolutely. So is he to the point they're announcing tour dates, or is it just talks now?
I think it's just in talks, but I know he's coming back out.
Okay. That's incredible. He didn't look anywhere near done when I saw him, and he was turning 80 that week that I saw him.
That's incredible. Tony Bennett did it into his 90s, you know, as long as you're capable. He was losing his marbles before he was losing his voice.
Have you seen any of the videos of Frankie Valli?
No.
Have you heard about him?
No.
So
why? What's he doing?
I think he's like 95 or 98 years old.
Yeah.
And they're saying that his kids or grandkids, his family is making him do it. So they get him out on stage and he can't even walk. And his lip syncing is so bad. But they'll play the tracks of, when he could really hit those high notes.
Carry me.
Yeah, and he's just an old man going. And he's doing this. It's obvious.
Eddie
They don't
Trump
hide
hate
it.
him.
They don't hide it. And somebody said, that's what you ought to do with Steven about 15 years. Just put him back out on stage.
Fuck that. That's why I won't do it now. I ain't faking him out.
No, it's an obvious fake.
No, I know.
The whole thing is they just want to see the guy. But then there's also that, if you ever saw the movie, it says he owes the mobsters a lot of money. And then he has to keep doing the shows because he's got to keep paying.
Yeah, what was the name of that movie? Brooklyn Boys or
Jersey
something
Boys.
like Jersey Boys.
Yeah.
Good movie.
Good movie. Real good
Or
movie.
the Brooklyn Boys, either one.
Yeah. So that reminds me of Vegas for some reason. Do you gamble at all? Are you a gambler?
Not a gambler. I'm too cheap to gamble. Anything I'll gamble. I'll play strip poker. That's about it. I'll never forget. Kelly and I were on a honeymoon somewhere. I believe it was at the Bavarian Inn in Shepherdstown.
Okay.
We went over there just to do something different, to go to their big fancy restaurant and get a hotel room with a hot tub and, do it up for an evening and celebrate. So we're partying and we both order the biggest, dumbest, wrongest thing you could possibly order at a German restaurant. I mean, they're walking by with these Fred Flintstone steaks that smell wonderful. We got like Gleben, and we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. And we trying to cut through this shit. It sucks. And we couldn't even eat it. And then the big Brontosaurus burger would go by. We go, oh. So we wound up leaving there paying a hell of a tab for something that we hated.
Yeah.
And went to the hotel room and ordered Domino's pizza. We were hungry. So then we got into, partying a little bit, some champagne, and we got into, I'm trying to get her naked, so I say, well, let's play some strip poker. And she said, okay. And she's terrible at poker, and I know that. So it didn't take long, where she's butt naked. And then it turned into dares. After you lose, you got to dare somebody to do something.
Yeah.
So my dare was, after she's completely naked, you got to go out in the hall and run all the way up to the top of the hall and all the way back down. And there's no, I'm not going to do it. You got to do it.
You dared her to do that?
I dared her to do that.
Okay.
So she did it because she was tipsy. So she goes out and I hear her running. I'm watching her run. And she turns around. She sees me looking and I go, slam.
You didn't. Oh, my God.
Lock. I figured I'd wait for her to totally freak out. Let me in now. But I let her out there for a couple of minutes, and I let her in. Nothing really happened.
Really?
But the fact that I did that, that was shameful.
Would she have done that to you?
Oh, probably not. No, she's way too nice. She would never do that to me. I, on the other hand.
I can't imagine her agreeing to do that. That doesn't
Well, like I
seem
said, we've
her
been
to me.
partying a little bit. So the common sense goes way down.
Yeah.
And you're young. You're in your mid-20s, so you're dumber than hell anyway.
Sure.
So, yeah, you take that stupidity and run with it. But it was a fun night. Dominoes sucked, too.
We did the same thing for an anniversary. Went over there, ordered the wrong thing, left
Bavarian?
hungry. Yep.
Yeah. If you don't know what you're ordering, you don't know, because I didn't know the delicacy. I don't know. Had no idea. I just knew it smelled good. It was going by us.
Yeah. We got the bratwurst platter, and it came with these gray sausages that were the most horrible tasting
We
things.
probably got something like that, too. They were gross, cut.
Yeah. Yeah. Disgusting.
Not putting nothing against the Bavarian Inn. I'm sure it's a fine restaurant.
Oh, yeah,
but
round two.
It was our fault for ordering something stupid.
Yeah. Well, that one in Hagerstown we've gone to together.
The Schwiebengluben.
The Schmankerl
Stuben.
Yeah.
Schmeigely.
They have some good food there.
Yeah, that's good. Is the place still open?
Yeah.
Is it?
I think it's 30 years now they've been open. Good stuff.
Okay.
Tell me a good Donnie story. People love Donnie stories. Let's hear one. Good, bad, indifferent. Doesn't matter.
You know, when I talk about him, there's a lot of negativity that goes along with my stories, but I just want everybody to know that there's way more positive stuff to talk about with him than there is negative. Unfortunately, the negative stuff is what you remember, and that's what sticks out. But for every one negative thing I'll say about him, he did probably 9 positive things that made this band just keep going in the right direction. So I don't want people to get the wrong impression that he was a total iron-fisted asshole. He was just a total iron fist.
Yeah.
But a good story, one that sticks out for me with him, and Donnie was a funny guy. He had a great sense of humor. And he was telling me, I wasn't in the band yet, and Jimmy wasn't in the band yet. But they started out, from day one, they had a road crew. They had a sound man, and they had Brian's brother, John. It might have been just those two. No, and they had another sound man at that time before Joe Procopio. So the road crew would always leave a couple of hours before the band would show up, get in, get everything set up before the band would show up. And the band shows up and the crew is still sitting outside the venue. And of course Donnie goes off, 'cause that's what Donnie does. He goes off.
Yeah.
And he goes up to the sound guy, who's sort of the chief crew member, and he goes, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" And the guy goes, "Donnie, I've been calling this number for 2 hours, and there's nobody named Meat there. Call me at this number."
Oh, Christ.
So, and Donnie was so mad, and all he could do was bust out laughing. "Call Meat. There's nobody named Meat there. I've been calling this number for 2 hours." I hope that's true. If it's not true, it's a great story.
It's a great story.
That's a great story. Hey, keep it down. We're doing a podcast. That's my wife leaving in a car. There's some guy with a ladder. Got the car and the ladder noise in the podcast.
Lots of background noise. Let's talk about Simple Pleasures.
Let's do that.
I just left there, and there's a deal for our listeners, our watchers, our viewers. So we already know that Simple Pleasures is the best weed place around in Washington County, without a doubt.
Weeds, edibles, drinkables, paraphernaliables, everythingables.
Everything. They'll do everything but smoke it for you.
Hunter would probably do that too.
He probably would.
So they shotgun you.
They launched their website. It is simpleP420.com. So you can order off of there, and there's a place for a promo code, and there's a promo code just for us.
Oh, yeah?
For our listeners, viewers, watchers. Use the code KIX20, and they're going to give you 20% off your entire order.
Wow.
20%.
Wow.
They're already the cheapest game in town.
Yeah.
And 20% off. KIX20, all one word. Use that when you check out. You'll get 20% off your order.
Can't beat that.
Yeah. And then we'll gauge exactly how many people we are sending
that way. Is that good for us, too?
Yeah. He said he had somebody come in today and say, "Hey, I heard about you from Steve and Riks podcast. Do we get a discount?" Hunter said, "It's funny you ask." And told him about the KIX20. So this will be live. This episode's coming out on Sunday. Mm-hmm. This will be live the day this comes out. So anything you need marijuana-wise, Simple Pleasures is the place to be.
Absolutely.
Right here in Hagerstown.
Hey, do they have rolling machines there? Because I'm getting tired of the bowls. I'm getting tired of cleaning the bowls.
Oh, yeah?
And those joints that we did at Rod Stewart's, I really like that because I remember smoking cigarettes and how cool I felt. Blowing dope rings and shit.
Yeah.
It's cool. So I like to have some joints around. I'll go back and forth. But is there such a thing as a rolling machine?
There is, but they come pre-rolled.
Yeah, I know.
So you don't even have to roll
I've got
it.
an ounce and a half that I would like to roll up.
Yeah, so check this out. I have an electronic rolling machine. It's electric.
Yeah.
You put all the weed in the top.
Yeah.
You got the two, you just hit a button, the machine does it all.
It's
amazing.
Aren't that?
So I can let you use it. I think it cost me, $300-400
Jesus.
to buy it, but you can use it and get all your weed.
Yeah, and then give it back to you. I can
yeah.
roll up about 50 joints.
Let's do that. Yeah, I'll bring it over.
Okay,
for
great.
sure. That'd be awesome.
Here, hit this. I'm like, that's all right. You keep that. Shove it up your ass while you're at it.
Manual one for $10.
Oh, really? That's a lot cheaper than 300 or 400. Yeah.
So let's do a couple emails. No, you know what? Let's not do some emails yet. Last week we did some Would You Rathers.
Oh, okay.
They were a little bit of a hit.
them.
So let's do a couple more of them. We got a little time here. Would you rather walk in on your parents having sex or have them walk in on you having sex?
Woo. What a choice. I just switch partners and say, fuck it. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. No, there's no good answer for that.
There's not.
There's no good answer for that.
I was 14. My mother walked in on me taking care of business by myself.
Oh, yeah, we've all been there.
Oh, it was horrible. She opened the door and I looked up. We locked eyes and I was in mid-stroke. I saw and I just bent over on the bed and I heard her say, "Oh, goddamn," and pulled my door shut real tight. And I thought,
see, unfortunately, they're the ones that should be embarrassed, not us. We're doing what comes natural.
yeah. How am I ever going to leave this room and face her again? I think I stayed in my room for a full day after that.
It's humiliating.
That happened to you?
I don't know. I think I got caught by my brother. I shared a bedroom with my brother, and I'm in there laying a little bit of pipe all by myself, and my brother just walks in. Of course, you're real quick. You got my dick caught in my zipper. Nothing going on here. What do you mean there's blood running down my leg? I'm all right. Get out of here.
That does suck.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know, man. Walking in on your parents, I think I'd rather have one of them walk in on me.
Oh, I've probably walked in on my parents before. When I was really, really young.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't get it.
That's a rough one. Yeah.
They're wrestling again.
All right. Would you rather know and be able to speak every language on the planet or be able to speak to animals?
Oh, I want to talk to animals.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ask your cat, why are you such an asshole?
And his answer might be, well, I was watching you all have sex.
Yeah, right. I was watching you having sex with yourself and it pissed me off, so I pissed in the corner.
Would you rather be stranded in the middle of the ocean or the middle of the desert?
Desert.
Yeah. There's variables there, but
yeah. No, I'm just going to dry up in the desert. I'm not going to get eaten by anything unless some hungry camel comes by.
Would you rather be able to fly or have super speed?
Fly.
Damn right.
Fuck yeah. Fly. You ever have fly dreams where you come out of the sky and you can't, you just plummet?
They're fucking great. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be the best superpower to have is flying.
Oh, yeah.
It beats everything else.
Yeah. That's a hypothetical, isn't it?
Yeah. Would you rather be pepper sprayed or tasered?
Both. Fuck it, might as well bring it on.
You can catch on fire doing both.
That's all right. Bring it on. I'll sue you.
Oh, man. Would you rather be surrounded by people you don't like or be totally alone?
Alone. Totally alone.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
I've been around people I don't like a lot in my life.
Yeah.
That sucks. Yeah.
The older I get, the more I want to be alone.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of alone, Genesis Properties in St. Croix.
Yeah.
We will be alone in a mansion coming up here sometime this year. And we got a special announcement about that we can't talk about yet.
Well, then why'd you bring it up?
Once we get the word that it's okay to talk about,
okay.
it's going to be pretty amazing stuff.
All right.
Yeah. But Genesis Properties, part of the U.S. Virgin Islands. Dave Hall and his wife Lisa own Genesis Properties. They are Hagerstown natives. And they're working on, like Simple Pleasures has a code for our viewers, they're working on a code for our viewers to get our viewers special rates if they decide to vacation down there at St. Croix. And again, they have rooms or places to rent, not rooms, houses to rent anywhere from $100 a night.
That's hard to believe, isn't it?
Up to $600, $700, $800, $1,000 a night, I guess, depending on how fancy you want to get.
Yeah.
But to take a tropical vacation that you don't need a U.S. passport for, just your ID.
Yeah, that's
you
very
need a real
cool.
ID.
Right.
That
Everybody needs that to fly now.
Yeah, yeah. So for $100 a night, I mean, you spend more than that, way more than that in Ocean City.
You spend more than that parking at a hot dog at Camden Yards.
Yeah. Shitty ass Greenbrier is going to cost you that.
You're
That's
right.
A man-made pond.
It is.
So
Pond is the right word, too.
Yeah. So full-on island, they distill rum there. They have a medical marijuana business going on down there. It's decriminalized. They have a store. Anything you'd want on a vacation. And the cool thing is Shawshank Redemption was filmed there.
Yeah.
The ending where Andy's on the boat. Morgan Freeman comes walking up to him.
That's cool. We got to
St.
walk that
Croix.
beach.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we'll link Genesis Properties St. Croix to this video on both YouTube and Facebook. So if you want to check it out and get in there, and the good thing about it is when it's winter here, it's still good weather there. So if you haven't had enough summer, spend $100 a night and go down to St. Croix.
Yeah.
With Dave and Lisa Hall. All right, we got enough time for a couple emails here. This is from Ann Redding. Says, I was on an elevator with Rough Cut in which they discussed retirement plans versus discussing music stuff, which is not what I expected. I never thought how difficult it must be to retire without a 401k or health insurance provided. Was this a constant worry for musicians?
Yeah, definitely. I lucked out and found the girl of my dreams who had always worked hard and always had insurance. So I've always been covered by her insurance until we had Cody, our son. Then she stopped working. Then I had to start buying the insurance. But we were always really smart about it. We had Blue Cross and Blue Shield for years until she went back to work for the school board and got insurance through work again. So if you prepare properly, if you're not stupid, and you start saving money. We start putting money away in our 40s. So by the time 65, 66 came around, like, yeah, we can do this. We're starting Social Security. That brings in a little bit of money.
Yeah.
We invested well. So, yeah, to each his own. I don't know about the rest of the guys in the band, but I know that Kelly and I are fine. I think I hope Brian's fine. I'm not sure about Ronnie. I know Mark's good. I know Bob's good.
Bob's good.
And Jimmy's good. Yeah, Ronnie's the one I'm not really sure of, but he seems to be making it. So
Yeah. He's not doing bad at all.
But yeah, that's an individual thing, and most musicians don't even think about that kind of stuff until it's too late.
Yeah. Isn't there a musician's insurance? Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought I heard about that.
There may be something through like Sound Exchange or something like that now. I think there is, yeah.
Yeah, Brian was telling me, I don't want to fuck it up and say it wrong, but either when he went to rehab or Ronnie went to rehab, this musician's conglomerate paid for it.
Right.
Yeah. I guess that's part of the, what do you call that when you pay your dues? The union.
Yeah.
Musicians union.
I don't know. I didn't go through it, so I can't speak on it. I don't know.
Yeah. At least there's something there. Then yeah, you're right. If you plan it smart.
I know
it's
Ronnie
doable.
was in rehab for over a year, and I don't think he had to pay anything. So I don't know if it's because of who he was. He had connections, or if there's just for anybody who's going down that path in life and needs help.
Yeah.
Not sure.
Good deal. All right, Chris Bell, local musician. He moved to Greece. He lives on the shores of Greece now. I know Brad Divons recorded the second album, but how many shows did he do? I know that I saw that tour in Brooklyn, Lemoore. I was wondering if I saw a rare Brad show. Was he in the band for a month, 2 months, 6 months? Thanks, Chris.
Memory serves, he recorded the whole second album with us and did all the demo work with us. I'm not sure how long he was in the band, because we had gotten word that Ronnie had gotten straightened out. Because the reason we couldn't take him to do that second album, because he would come to rehearsal and he would just pass out. He was worthless. So we finally just had to say, sorry, son, you got to go. And we start pursuing Brad. We thought Brad would be a good local replacement for Ronnie, and he was. He was great. And Brad probably did maybe 6 months, and then we caught wind that Ronnie was maybe on the mend. And we were getting mixed reviews from our record label. People saying they missed the old guitar player. Ronnie had great stage presence. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
And Brad was more of a bass player and a lead singer than he was a rock and roll like Keith Richards, slithering about type guy like Ronnie.
Right.
So we started getting hints like, I think you might want to check Ronnie out again. So we did, and he had his shit together and went to Brad, and Brad was totally cool about it, and I think that's when he started Wrathchild. So
Nice.
It worked out well for everybody.
Yeah, worked out real well. Okay, hey guys, love the podcast. My question is around the remixed albums y'all put out. I absolutely love Blow My Fuse and Midnight Dynamite. What led to the process of remixing and remastering these two albums? I ask because I love Beau Hill's remix and remastering. Thanks, Mark from San Antonio. I
think Mark had gotten hold of the masters. I think they were finally released, and Mark got hold of them, and Mark Shanker, and Mark told Beau about it, and Beau said, "I would love to have another crack at Midnight Dynamite. I would love to remix that again without anybody in my ear telling me how they want it to sound. Let me just sit down and do it." And he did it. And we were just blown away. And Jimmy got to go in and play drums on Sex and Lie Like a Rug, because he didn't play them on the record.
Right.
Anton Fig did. So Jimmy got to go in and put his take on the drums on those two songs. And same with Blow My Fuse. It was the anniversary coming up, like 30 years or whatever. And we thought it would be a good idea for Beau to mix that one down, because the first Midnight Dynamite did so well. We thought, well, let's celebrate this album too. And Beau agreed to do it because Beau loves to do that kind of stuff, and he's great at it. And yeah, that's how it came about.
That's cool.
So he pretty much volunteered himself, and we said, yeah, take that ball and run with it.
I bet Jimmy was ecstatic. I bet that bugged him all these years.
And Ronnie got to do in Scarlet Fever. He got to go in and redo, because it was Mike Slamer on the record.
Okay.
And Ronnie got to go in and redo and put his own solo on there.
Very cool.
Yeah, so some things got fixed that were sticking in crawls for several years.
Is there anything that sticks in your crawl from the records that you hear?
Don't give a fuck. Once it's done,
you don't let it bug
done.
You?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
No parts that you think, oh fuck, I should have done
sure.
this.
There's always stuff you go listen back to. Go, ooh, that could have been better. But do I sit around and let it eat at me? Hell no.
That was in the past. We only look forward.
I'm worried about right now. When am I going to get a beer, and when the hell you guys going to leave?
With that being said, it is time. What a coincidence you say that.
Peace and love.
Till next week. Take care.
See ya.